Presented by Rice, Murtha Thesaurus, your official injury lawyers.
105.7 The Fan.
Injury Report is brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Central Maryland. In pain? Contact the experts at Orthopedic Associates of Central Maryland at mdbonedocs.com. Care this good feels good to the bone.
Injury Report.
We're here with Dr. Ralph Zade. And, Doc, the big news to happen this week is Gus Edwards. He was active. Well, he's back to practice, hasn't gotten officially activated off PUP, but J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they both suffered ACL injuries, and I get it, the severities can differ, but with a Gus Edwards, or really an ACL in general, is it kind of you determine how long it is for them to get back as the recovery goes on, or do you have an idea at the start?
There's usually like a timeline that we set, somewhere typically between like the 6 and 9 month. 9 months is more so often where we go. 6 months, obviously, in a pro setting, you try to push people a little quicker to get back. But it really, the timeline part of it is only kind of half the picture. And to what you're saying, the other half really is how they're recovering, how they're getting back to their, getting their quad strength back, how their agility's doing, and that can take a lot longer for somebody to get back.
And that's what I was going to say. It's been over a year because he suffered that injury at the end of August last year. Is that uncommon? Or obviously you need confidence, and with a running back position with cuts and everything, it has to be.
At this level, that's not uncommon at all. Some of the studies show that at a pro level, an NFL level, only maybe like 60-65% of people even can get back to playing, let alone at their previous level. So definitely not uncommon, and it is at this level kind of on a player-by-player basis.
Hey, Doc, Ronnie Stanley's playing tonight, supposedly, and what because it seemed like Harbs was ready to have him back like 3 or 4 weeks ago, listening to him, but Ronnie wanted to be right. How much, probably with an athlete, the mental part of it?
That definitely is a huge part. It's a well-studied thing that, you got to get over the mindset. With these guys, that's all they're doing, through the week. So I think it's probably a little easier for someone at this level to get over the mental part than your average person or college athlete necessarily that has an injury like this. But it's been such a long time coming. I think everybody's got a lot of anxiety built up over this. It'll be tough to. It'll be hard to see what's going to happen tonight, I think.
And Doc, I know this is all just projection and opinion here, but we heard Ronnie Stanley when he met with the media over a week ago saying he still hasn't peaked. He thinks that he can be better than that 2019 first-team All-Pro form. For a guy that underwent 3 ankle surgeries, is that even a possibility in your mind?
I think it's hard. It's possible, yeah. But it's probably statistically more unlikely that that's going to be the case. Just because obviously he underwent his first surgery, and then he probably had an ongoing ligament injury where he underwent another one, and so it's a lot to recover from.
Maybe the reason he may think it, Doc, is that wasn't a real workout guy, kind of thing. And maybe because now, you got to get into the weights, you got to work, maybe you feel stronger, and, I'm not a workout guy, but I got to do it to get back. And look at what happened to me, because of that, so maybe that, and, I feel so much stronger and stuff,
Yeah, he's, at this point, he's been, he must have done so much therapy, so much, agility. So he's worked out so much to get back to this point that, he's probably physically got to feel, better than he did before even. But it's, I think a question of how does his ankle feel necessarily.
Yeah. You know what's amazing, Doc, is yesterday, me and my wife, we were talking with Mel Kiper, and Mel was like grilling my wife, about why do they why do they have so many injuries? You know, why does it keep happening? Mel's like, why do they have so many injuries? They did all these studies and everything, and guys keep getting hurt.
I think it's unfortunately it's just because of the type of game that it is. They've had a lot of ankle and Achilles injuries. I think this season compared to the past. That's just maybe bad luck, but unfortunately we haven't figured out a way to prevent that yet.
He's Dr. Ralph Zade, and Doc, thanks for providing the information. It definitely educates us. We don't know what we're saying.
It was nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, definitely nice seeing you as well. Well, coming up next, we're going to climb the depth chart, specifically at the receiver position. Rashad Bateman, he is out. Devin Duvernay, maybe they dust off James Prochet and he gets some runs.